the little DEWALT that could. This little DEWALT that I just purchased from Amazon and I just got in the mail today. I pumped up my truck tire. Had a nail. I pumped in my truck, pumped up this tire. Now my truck does sit up a little high, but this little DEWALT couldn't handle pumping up this truck tire. If you're gonna pump it up to 80 psi or anything like that, my suggestion would be to let it sit when it gets to 40, and let it rest. Unplug it, let it rest, let it power down and cool down, and then go to pump up your tire. The remaining 40, even if it's 65, let it go to 40, unplug it, let it cool down, unplug it from the power wall, the outlet, the cigarette lighter, unplug the unit completely, because it will overheat your truck or vehicle, maybe the outlet in the wall, and it's going to pop the fuse. Now this DEWALT didn't pop its own fuse, it popped my truck fuse. So now I was going to send it back. So let me test out the fuse underneath the seat, let me test out the DEWALT battery, let me test out the wall outlet. It overheated, it didn't want to turn back on. So that is something that it should be in the description. If you're putting in something that's over 40 psi, let it cool down. Shouldn't be like that. DEWALT should make a better product. But then again, for $120 or whatever I was charged on day one, it went out on me. So just buy a bigger compressor if you're going to go with anything heavier than that. This thing will work for cars, for small tires, to pump up your air mattress if you're going camping, or you know, your 35 psi vehicle tire. But a truck tire or anything that's going to be higher than 40 psi, get yourself a bigger compressor and make sure that your spare tire is good to go, because it's going to be the little DEWALT that could, but it's going to be that little DEWALT that won't last. So my suggestions is, works great, not going to knock it down, but they definitely need to do a better job in the descriptions at what they say it will pump up. So it did get my truck up. I'm up and running now. But next time, if I do have an emergency, which I'm going to probably use it again, let it cool down for about 10 minutes and I'll just have to be late for work. Anyways, the video not the best, but just wanted to leave my input on that. I bought it through Amazon, so who knows, maybe it didn't really come from DEWALT. You never know these days.
low.
Okay, here's my air pump. It's got a fully charged battery. If I turn it on, everything seems to be working okay. In fact, the light works. In fact, if I turn it to blow up like air mattresses and stuff, that's working. And if I turn it to the PSI, in fact, I'm trying to blow up a air tire. That needs 65 PSI. Let's get this up to 65. Trying to do this. So hit that. That's working fine. Now I'm going to screw it onto the tire. Get that really tight. And as you can see, the tire is completely flat. And then when I hit play or start, it goes for a couple seconds and then it stops. If I hit again, nothing. It doesn't matter if I'm doing it on this bicycle tire or a car tire, the same thing happens.
pretty simple. You just attach your high pressure hose here, screw it on whenever you get it to latch. Every car is different. Okay, oh, I'm not looking at it right. There it goes. And then you set your pressure, which I have it set at, turn it on. I have it set, I want to set it at 34, for example. You can see now it's at 33.8, whatever. And then you hit play. And then when it gets to the desired pressure, it stops by itself. The best compressor I've ever had, sticking with DEWALT.
And nothing. Inaccurate.